This story is fictional and created for inspirational and faith-building purposes. Any resemblance to real persons or events is purely coincidental. Hannah Williams was 8 years old. She had the kind of smile that could light up a room and eyes that reflected an innocence untouched by the harshness of life. Her days were simple: school, play, helping her mother, and sitting by the small window in her bedroom at night, whispering her prayers to God. She loved her little world, filled with laughter, the warmth of her parents, and the comfort of her small church community. Everything changed the day her father did not come home. It started as a normal morning. Hannah skipped down the wooden steps of her house, humming a tune she had made up the night before. Her father waved from the kitchen, smiling as he poured coffee. Her mother packed her lunch, joking about how Hannah had spilled peanut butter on the table again. By noon, everything seemed perfect. By evening, nothing would ever feel perfect again. Hannah's mother arrived home late, her face pale, lips trembling. She sat Hannah down and held her close. "Hannah, your father," she said, choking back tears. "There was an accident." The words landed like stones in Hannah's young heart. Her father gone? The days that followed were a blur. Hannah couldn't understand. She had prayed every night for her father's protection, for the safety of her family, for happiness, and yet nothing. Her small hands clutched her favorite doll as she knelt on her bed, whispering, "God, why? I prayed. Please, bring him back." Silence. No warmth, no answer. Just emptiness. School became unbearable. Children whispered and stared, some pitying, some simply curious. Her friends tried to comfort her, but Hannah felt herself shrinking inward. Even her mother, though strong, was lost in her own grief, unable to provide the warmth she once had. One evening, Hannah wandered to the church, the one place she always felt safe. She knelt quietly at the back, clutching the frayed edges of her small Bible. Her lips trembled as she prayed, "God, I don't understand. Why did this happen? Please help me. Help us." Days turned into weeks, and still the silence lingered. Hannah began to doubt. She watched the world move around her, happy children with laughing fathers and mothers, and her heart ached. She began whispering her prayers in secret, hoping no one would hear. She didn't want pity. She didn't want to be weak. She just wanted answers. Then one day a letter arrived. It was from the local orphanage, inviting her mother to speak with them about temporary support, financial help, and programs for Hannah. Her mother's eyes welled with tears as she explained. Hannah felt her stomach twist. She didn't want to leave her home, the only home she had ever known, but there was no choice. Hannah's new world was strange. The orphanage was filled with children of all ages, some angry, some sad, some hopeful. Hannah clung to her mother's hand on the first day, hiding behind her, eyes wide with fear. She noticed the little things, the smell of old books, the creak of the wooden floors, the laughter that didn't quite reach the eyes of the children. That night she prayed again. "God, I don't understand. I'm scared. Please, help me. Help me not to be lonely." The days were long. Hannah missed her father every moment. She watched other children play, and sometimes she joined, but laughter felt hollow. She began writing letters to her father, tucking them under her pillow at night. Dear Daddy, I miss you so much. I hope God is keeping you safe. I love you. Please tell me what to do. The first small miracle came unexpectedly. Hannah one morning noticed a small bird had perched outside her window, chirping as if it understood her sorrow. She smiled faintly, a warmth spreading in her chest. Maybe God hadn't left her entirely. Weeks later, a kind woman named Mrs. Thompson noticed Hannah sitting alone during lunch. "Would you like to read with me?" she asked. Hannah nodded, hesitant. They began reading stories together. Mrs. Thompson listened to Hannah's prayers, her fears, and shared stories of courage, patience, and faith. Slowly, Hannah began to trust again, though her heart remained heavy. Then came the sickness. Hannah fell ill one night with a high fever. Her mother had no strength to care for her alone, and the orphanage nurses tried their best. Hannah lay in her bed, shivering, whispering, "God, please don't let me go. Please help me live. I need to be strong." The fever raged through the night. Hannah's small body fought valiantly, and somewhere between shivering and sleep, she felt warmth, a gentle, calm presence, as if someone whispered, "You are not alone, Hannah." Morning came. She opened her eyes. She was alive. The fever had broken. Her mother and Mrs. Thompson wept tears of relief. Hannah smiled, realizing that sometimes God's answers didn't come in the way she expected, not with her father returning, but with life itself being preserved, a chance to continue, a chance to grow. Hannah learned slowly, painfully about patience and trust. She began helping the younger children, sharing her small comforts, singing songs she made up to make them smile. She noticed that kindness, even when her heart ached, brought her peace. Months passed. Hannah's mother found a small teaching job nearby. Though their life remained modest, their hearts began to heal together. Hannah's father's absence was a wound that would never fully disappear, but she discovered that God's presence could fill even the deepest void. On Hannah's 9th birthday, Mrs. Thompson gave her a small wooden cross. "This is for you, Hannah, to remind you God is always listening, even when it feels silent." Hannah held it close. She understood now. Faith wasn't always about immediate answers. Sometimes it was about trusting God's timing, about growing even in sorrow, about shining light even when the world seemed dark. By the time she turned 10, Hannah had become a beacon at the orphanage. She was kind, wise beyond her years, and her faith had deepened. Children gravitated toward her, and she spoke gently to anyone who felt pain, whispering words of hope she had learned through tears. And on quiet nights when the world slept, Hannah prayed again. "Thank you, God, for not leaving me. Thank you for being with me. Please help me be brave. Please help others who are hurting." Her prayers were no longer desperate, but full of trust. And in that trust, she felt a joy that even the deepest sorrow could not touch. A joy that came from knowing God had never abandoned her, even when life seemed unbearably cruel. Hannah's story spread quietly through the community, not because she shouted it, but because people saw her courage, her faith, and her heart. They wept, they smiled, and they learned from her that sometimes the smallest among us teach the greatest lessons: patience, love, and unwavering faith. And Hannah? She continued to live with faith, hope, and courage. She continued to pray, to love, to shine her light. And though life would continue to challenge her, she knew, deep in her heart, that God's plans were perfect, that miracles come in forms we may not expect, and that even a little girl could teach heaven a lesson in patience,